Sports have the power to change lives.
I'll never forget the 6-year-old kid, the smile on his face. That was his lifelong dream at age 6, and he had realized that dream.
This group of people are historically told they can't do things. I'm trying to erase the word can't from their vocabulary.
It found me. I wasn't actively seeking out a sport, really. It just feels normal, which is, it's wonderful. They're my second family. I love them.
I got you. Ready? You can do it. You're tired. There you go.
Somebody just laughed at me when I said Paralympics. I'm like, they're athletes, guys. They just don't have all the pieces and parts that you do.
It's 9 a.m. Saturday morning at Polar Ice Raleigh. Athletes of all different skill levels lace up for their weekly practice.
Lots of fun.
They're here to play sled hockey, a sport that makes the ice accessible for those living with physical disabilities or mental impairments. Kaden Beasley was made to play sled hockey. In early April, he joined Team USA's Paralympic sled hockey team. He knows when it's time to lock in.
Especially on the national team, they go like jerseys. Like they have like coach comes in and talk, and then they do jerseys, and that's kind of like, you know.
On the ice, the 18-year-old from Raleigh is as talented as any hockey player, which is impressive since he's only been playing for about 7 years.
I was at a doctor's appointment, and someone there who worked there asked me if I did any adaptive sports, and they told me about sled hockey here. I didn't know it was a thing at first, so I didn't know what the possibilities were for the sport, but it's really cool to be able to do it.
He was born in China with congenital bilateral above-the-knees amputation. In simple terms, he has no legs. He was abandoned by his birth parents. At the age of 3, Mercy smiled upon Kaden. He was adopted by Anthony and Amy Beasley and was brought home on Christmas Day 2009. He was given a new life, a new opportunity to find a sense of belonging.
I think for Kaden, he would want for people to see him just like everybody else. He has hopes and dreams and desires just like everybody else does. And that is my hope, that people will see sled hockey players as just being human.
For someone who has no legs, Kaden has no trouble jumping over life's challenges. His abilities amaze his mom every time he touches the ice.
How strong is Kaden?
I think he's probably one of the strongest people that I know.
Is there anything you can't do?
No. I believe that anything he puts his mind to and anything that he wants to do, he will find a way. I have seen that time and again over the last 15 years that he's been a part of our family. He has got the best attitude and fortitude that I've ever seen in anyone, and it's inspiring to me.
Kaden isn't Amy's only adopted son, or the only sled hockey player in the family. The Beasleys adopted his older brother Caleb in 2006. The boys are from the same Chinese province and are not related, yet their bond is thicker than blood.
In the beginning, Caleb really didn't have a desire to be out on the ice. He just enjoyed the friendships that developed from Kaden playing, and those guys just enjoyed being together. And it became a joke that Caleb would like to be the mascot. They even went so far as to find a mascot, outfit and all. And then one day he had the opportunity to get on the ice.
Rather than support his brother from the sideline, Caleb did what the sled hockey program begs anyone to do. Just try the sport. The result was life-changing.
Caleb challenged him, and Caleb saw something in Kaden that I don't even know that Kaden saw in himself. And he encouraged him, was with him every step of the way, told him, you can do this, and challenged him in ways out on the ice that I don't think anybody else could have. And to see where they are today as brothers at home and the conversations that they have, it's been a tremendous blessing for us to see them grow closer through sled hockey.
They're close because of their love for each other, but they're also physically close, something that comes from their competitive nature.
Dude, I mean, for one, his skill blows me away every time I skate with him. It should not be humanly possible to move the way he does. I think a lot of people equate adaptive with easier. You know, it's an adaptive sport, there's nothing easy about it. So being able to see the physicality and the potential of it, super awesome.
Witnessing something great is amazing. Taking part in something great, it's even better.
I say the best feeling is being on the ice when one of us gets the goal together. This way the first thing we've been able to do competitively. So, I mean, it's been a lot of fun.
And it's those moments on the ice when Kaden's succeeding that makes Amy Beasley so happy and so proud as a mother.
I think you're on the edge of your seat with every game that I see him play, and when he gets the puck, there's this, you know, just this sense of anticipation, you know, what's going to happen and what's he going to do. I can't describe the feeling that I have, just the sense of pride and just joy that I have seeing him do something he loves and excel in it is really incomparable.
It's hard to describe the ripple effect that can come from one single shot of a puck.
The Carolina Hurricanes have won the Stanley Cup.
So it started with our son Tyler. In 2006, when the Hurricanes made their cup run, we took him to one of the playoff games. That was his first hockey game. And he had a blast. And on the way home, on the drive home, he kept talking to my wife and I about how he wanted to play hockey. He'd fallen in love with the sport. He was born with spina bifida and has no use of his legs, so that was obviously a pretty tall order. We just kind of assumed that he would forget about it and move on to something else, but he didn't.
After a Stanley Cup victory and less than a year's time later, a new skate touched the ice for the first time, making more history in North Carolina.
He went from a 6-year-old kid who uses a wheelchair and was constantly being told by the experts that, you know, you can't do this and you shouldn't do that and you'll never do this and you'll never do that, to believing that there's nothing he can't do.
Tyler Jacoby became the first ever sled hockey player in all of North and South Carolina as a new team was born, a nonprofit organization called Hurricanes Sled Hockey.
I remember it like it was yesterday, and he skated away on his own, independently. It's a feeling that I'll never forget. It's indescribable. We knew right away that we had almost a responsibility to bring that kind of joy to as many people as we can.
Their discovery became a beacon of hope for hundreds of players, thousands of friends, family, and supporters. In Raleigh, North Carolina, it's the limited who have learned how to live a truly limitless life.
You ready for a good practice?
A lot of the kids that skate out here with us describe it almost as the feeling of flying. It's so freeing for them to get out there on the ice.
Come on, let's go, guys. Don't hit the tires. You got to go around the tire.
Like the hockey played in the NHL, teamwork is a vital part of Hurricane Sled Hockey's success.
It's almost like a pit crew. You know, somebody skates off and we have to put them back together and get them back out there.
You have the coaches, many of them volunteers who have just one reason for being involved.
Smiles. Look at them. And not just from the players, look at their families on the side there when they're watching, and the satisfaction they get their kid being an athlete. Organization that says hockey changes lives, in this sport, man, it does.
People who had no idea this sport existed come to a practice and immediately get hooked, like in the case of Cody Lawyer, a Raleigh native who plays rec league hockey at this very same ice rink.
There's no way I could do this. And then like just shooting top shelf and passing and just zipping around, like I can't believe it, honestly. It's amazing to see all of these kids and adults out here and despite their limitations, learning the game and getting exercise and playing the game that I love. So I mean, it's just awesome to have a community like this.
In the early stages of the team's history, the parents of players paid for a lot of out-of-pocket expenses, paying to build sleds, renting ice time, and traveling to tournaments. Recently, Hurricanes Sled Hockey has received financial support from outside sources, making it easier for players to have the opportunity they've worked so hard for. That doesn't mean, though, that the parents aren't still pitching in.
So Elizabeth has the distinction of having the most highly customized sled in the entire program.
There you go.
From building one sled to hundreds, Jacoby has become a sled building guru.
So she's going to go like that.
There we go.
Whether it's a mental disability or a physical one, Jacoby's goal is to find a sled that works for everyone's specific needs.
So this is what's called an anti-tip device, which will only allow the sled, while the player's in it, you know, if they get bumped or for whatever reason fall over on the ice, it'll only let them fall that far. So it won't let them fall all the way over. And different players, depending on their diagnosis, if they were to fall over, would struggle to get all the way back up on their own.
Learning to pick themselves up is a lesson all sled hockey players must learn. But it's a lesson they easily learn when they get the support that surrounds them.
I love you, Stormy.
Over a span of 6 years, the Carolina Hurricanes, through their Hurricanes Foundation, have donated supplies and money to Hurricanes Sled Hockey, totaling more than $75,000.
So start your poke in here and then push all the way back.
But if you asked any parent, player, or coach what Hurricanes Sled Hockey needs most, there's only one consistent answer.
Honestly, I think a lot of people would expect me to say money. Of course, it takes money to make this happen, but without the players and their families, we don't exist. So awareness is my answer.
A lot of people's minds go, oh, they're probably looking for donations. That's not it at all. We're looking for more players. So if you know friends, family, neighbors, someone in your community that has a disability who loves the sport of hockey, bring them here.
We need more awareness and more interest, really. I mean, we got people want to support us all the time, and that's awesome, but we need more players.
Our thing is hockey changes lives, okay? That's our motto, I guess you'd say. And we can't change your life if we don't, if you don't know we exist.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. For more stories in your community, click the subscribe button here. You can also download the Spectrum News app or watch us on TV for the latest information, balanced coverage, weather updates every 10 minutes, and more. We'll see you then.